I look?
It's good.
Do I look amazing? So I think that, one of the biggest things as this dog is dropping fecal matter about society right now is that, it's very consumed with media and the news and you staying up to date on everything that's happening. And, I don't really think that that's really the way to live life. Our being is still. So if you're constantly, your mind is constantly in a state of motion, so if it's constantly in a state of worrying and trying to figure out, how can you really connect with who you really are? How can you actually find out who you really are if you're always worrying about someone else? Who's getting robbed, who's doing this, who's doing that. All it really takes is will. For me to reach the top of this mountain here, all it really takes is for me to walk up the mountain. And, for you to reach the peak of who you are, all it really takes is to walk away from the TV. This here is peace here. This is consciousness, emotion. This is source at its best. There's so many elements to where I am right now. And there's so much to discover and figure out. And coincidentally, there's so much of me in this. So why would I need a TV? Feisty dog. And it's not really to say that you aren't supposed to enjoy, the material things in life, that you aren't supposed to enjoy clothing, enjoy, movies, but there has to be a balance, as in everything, because right now we live in a duality. So, you have to have a balance of who you really are and the enjoyment of being human. That is the part, that is the meaning of being a human being. You're not here to just be a soul, and you're not here to just be a consumer. You're here to balance both sides of you and to enjoy all that Earth has to offer. That includes the masculine and feminine in you. So I could say me, going into this mountain here and appreciating all that it has to offer is me getting in touch with my feminine. But me then understanding, how the mountain is built, how it stays here, how these rocks don't move, how they were placed here. That's me getting in touch with my masculine. And I feel that we need a balance of love and logic. And when you have that balance, you'll be free. So what I can definitely say in closing is that, you don't need to worry. You don't need to feel like, oh, if I don't watch TV and if I'm not looking at these issues that I don't care. You have to balance yourself out. And when you realize that it's not your worry, but the vibration that you're emitting that makes a difference in the world, then you'll realize why you don't really need to worry about what's on the TV. You emitting a worrisome vibration is bringing more worry into the world. But if you just turn it off and focus more on love and focus more on taking actions of love and direct action of love, that changes one person. If you go out and, you see a homeless person and you literally clothe them from head to toe and you give them something to eat, that's their world changed. But whose world are you changing by sitting on the couch? No one's. And you're not even changing yours. So, I just encourage you to get out and take a leap and to walk away from the norm, what you feel is normal, you know, what society tells you is normal, and find out what's normal for you, what's right for you. You know, finding out who you are is the first step, because if you don't know who you are, you won't know what's normal for you. You won't know what feels good for you. You're just doing what feels good for society, and that changes no one's life.